Hey guys, and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 cast. I'm Sober Ninja, bringing you another game that I've found of Strelock and nightend. And I don't know if this is from any kind of series. If you guys do know, you can let me know in the comments if anyone does comment on this. But the map is going to be Xel'Naga Caverns. Nightend is going to be Blue Protoss spawning down here on the bottom left, and Strelock will be on the top right of this map. So I have explained this map a couple times, and I know every other commentator has, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we do have these two central watchtowers that can see these alleys behind the middle of the map to try and see any kind of maybe sneaking back here and getting a drop off, and we'll see if that comes into play. Drops were big in a couple of other Strelock's games that I have seen. We'll see if he utilizes that with Marine Marauder in this game. And nightend using that strange kind of new tactic that I haven't seen too often. I mean, it might have been going on for a while. I just haven't noticed it, I guess. But getting a lot of Phoenix to combat Vikings so that he can keep his Colossus alive as long as possible. He just didn't have the ground army though in that last game, and Strelock ended up overpowering him with a lot of Marauders. So we do have the gateway going down for nightend, and the scouting probe will be heading out. And looks like barracks and gas going down for Strelock. So everything should be standard. I don't think we'll see any fast expansions. The last game was kind of a macro expand as you will kind of game, and it's definitely a lot harder on this map to secure this expansion. It's a little easier for, I guess, Protoss and Terran later game. Terran can get siege tanks. They can cover a wide area that can protect this back, and they'll usually block this off with an engineering bay or something like that. Maybe throw a couple pylons down on this side for the Protoss. Maybe the forge. I actually don't know if the forge fits back there right. I know a couple pylons does block that off. So it looks like that it is going to be doing a little bit of harassment, but this Marine is going to spawn, and that probe is going to run out of there. Thinks his life is worth a lot more than that SCV's, so you'll get called down, and I guess we'll see what Strelock's going to do. Checking for those proxies. Always got to do that. If there's a probe in your base, check for those proxies. Make sure that you don't leave a pylon in your base for like 8 minutes and then have an entire base warping into the back behind your defenses. So he is going to be placing a pylon up here. Getting the cybernetics core, and he should be getting that, yeah, there goes the research for the warp gate, and chrono boosting out this this stalker. Very standard to chrono boost this stalker out. He is going to try and get rid of this SCV as fast as he can so that he can lay down his tech structure and hopefully not have it scouted as early as this. Terrans do have the fortunate ability of scanning at any point in the game that they want pretty early on. And it looks like we have a fast command center going for that one Rax bunker into command center build, just like that last game. I've seen him do it a couple times now, and this first zealot is going to run out. And this is pretty much exactly what happened in the last game. This probe is going to sneak on by here, though. Oh, and it does get sent to the last second. Scoot and shoot. Definitely got it off. And here comes another Reaper. So Strelock apparently does like Reapers for scouting purposes. Going to just check behind the weeds, go around the edge of the map, and do what Reapers do best, jumping up and down cliffs, and not doing very much damage against units, but against buildings, definitely doing that good damage. So at this point, getting that one Marauder out. Command center is almost done, and I don't know if nightend actually spotted that, but his gamer sense is tingling. That's definitely wrong. That's 2. So no, he did not see the command center going down, but he is gonna just have that kind of sense of, okay, I know how you like to play, Strelock. I know you like the macro game, so I'm just gonna take this expansion. And this SCV is going to drill away at this expansion until it dies. This is his only mission in life at this point, is to take out this Nexus. He's got a long way ahead of him. So we do have 2 more gateways coming out, so 3 gate and then a robotics facility. And that warp gate technology did finish. So he's going to get a couple units out. Looks like he is going to drive off that SCV. I think he actually killed it. Yeah, he did kill it. And looks like, I mean, Strelock is just doing, he's just salvaged this bunker, get a couple more attacking units. He does have a 3 Rax that will be kicking in pretty shortly. And a 3 Rax is very standard for for a Terran player. Not exactly pushing with it, but this 1-Rax FE into a couple more barracks, keeping this Marine Marauder numbers pretty nice, and throwing down this engineering bay for upgrades. I would have liked to have seen him put it up there, but usually you won't see a lot of Protoss players. He's obviously going to check for a proxy back here. You won't see a lot of Protoss players exactly go for any kind of run by in the back. I mean, it can be useful later in the game, but a lot of times you'll see against Zerg, you know, just mass Zerglings flooding through here, a whole bunch of Banelings running through and just doing a lot of damage. So the Stalker is going to leave in time, and this Observer is going to see exactly what's moving out right now. And I think nightend needs to be careful because there are quite a few Marauders on the field. He doesn't have an Immortal. He skips his Immortal, and he's getting very Sentry Zealot heavy army. He's only got a couple of Stalkers on the field. These two, I think, are the only ones that he has. This Observer is just going to come up here and definitely see what he was thinking. And it looks like strelock's going to start breaking down these gold rocks. So we could just see a really heavy macro game from strelock once again. Maybe opting to take that gold pretty early on in the game. Throwing down the Planetary Fortress and just, you know, mining it out as fast as he can with mules. And there does go Supply Depot. So this is definitely a weaker version than putting down this Engineering Bay. Because the Engineering Bay is 850 and 2 Supply Depots is only 400. And you can just take one of them down for 400 instead of having to take both. So looks like he does, nightend does like to have a patrolling tweaked out probe on the field at all times in almost every game that I've ever seen him play in. So there it is in this one, just doing a little bit of spotting. Even though he does have the Observer, he will give him an extra warning, the last minute warning of, hey, the army's kind of like here. My probe died. So not opting to wall this off completely, just going to have some vision back here, it looks like. And, you know, sticking with Marine Marauder can be very frustrating to be a Protoss player fighting Marine Marauder because you don't have very many options. You are definitely going to want Colossus and maybe an Immortal or two mixed in there. But then the Terran player ends up just going a lot of Vikings. So in that last game we did see nightend saying, alright, I know what you're going to do against this. And never mind, he is going to wall off completely. strelock saying, alright, or nightend saying, alright, I know what you're going to do against this. You're going to want to get Vikings against me. So I'm going to go with a lot of Phoenix. And it looks like he is throwing down the double Stargate. So a very, pretty much the exact same build as last game. Let's see if he can work it better to his advantage this time. I'm stuttering like a crazy person right now. And strelock listen off that factory. He does not ever use his factory. And he is getting his third command center, and he is going to definitely plant that at the high yield. Throwing down another barracks, and he is supply blocked right now. And he only has 2 medevacs out, trying to work on 3rd medevac and a Viking. There had to have been a few scans going down at some point. Or maybe strelock just knows exactly what nightend likes to do. You can never be too, I guess... I mean, you can't be too overzealous with the amount of Vikings you get, but if you mix a couple into your army, it is usually beneficial, because if they don't get any use, they really aren't the most expensive unit, and you can use them for harass. Just land them behind the mineral line, scare the enemy player, just fly him over, do some scouting, whatever you need to do. So it does look like nightend is going to go with this heavy Phoenix play, backed up by Colossus, and we'll see if it works this time. Last time he just didn't have the ground army, I think, to tank the damage, and there goes the scan, and strelock is going to see that he needs to continue his production of Vikings. So he did just queue up a couple more Vikings, and he will be ready for this. He's going to move out a little bit and move up his line of Terran madness to the gold expansion. And now moving this probe up a little more, tweaking it out some more, and looks like 4 Phoenix are out at this point, still making more, all rallied over there. And it looks like nightend is going to be going for his 3rd at this base back here, not opting to go for the gold. So we'll see what works out for each player. These Colossus do have their Thermal Lance upgrade, and it looks like 1 Marine is going to poke down here right as nightend is putting his expansion up. It's just always amazing to me. Pro players always seem to know exactly when to send one Marine to what expansion to scout it out. I never seem to be able to do it that well. So this planetary fortress is up and running, summoning some mules down here. And if we do look at the income, strelock is definitely ahead again, and he does have a worker advantage as well in this game. So nightend does have quite a few stalkers, is going to see this factory. I don't think he's going to take it out. He might get it on fire, which could kill it eventually. No, he is going to back off it. And this is a pretty scary army from strelock, and strelock has a very good ability. Look at this split, just waiting for that imminent attack that he thinks is coming at least. Just splitting this as much as he can, so that the Colossus won't be able to do massive splash damage. They're still going to do some splash damage, but just trying to lessen that amount of splash damage as much as he can. And he is working on ground weapons, infantry weapons level 2 at this point. So if we do look, okay, he did just snipe a Marine over there. And the production tab, we do have some ghosts coming out. He is continuing, nightend is continuing to make lots of Phoenix. So he does definitely have more Phoenix. And here goes another command center. strelock is just, I think, in his zone right now. He's like, alright, I got plenty of units right now. I have the right combination. I do have more Vikings coming out. I got ghosts now on the field to EMP and snipe. And he's just feeling good, I think. And it looks like nightend is looking to take this gold expansion pretty soon here. So maybe he won't be behind for too much longer. But if strelock moves out right now, nightend could be in trouble. And there goes the scan that's going to warn nightend to back out of there. Warping in some more stalkers, and he looks like, no, it looks like he was going to poke into the natural, but he needs to bring his Phoenix up. Where are the Phoenix right now? If the Phoenix can't do what they're supposed to do at this point, this could be, okay, here they go, it could be a lot of trouble for nightend. So there goes the Guardian Shields, the first engagement of the game. Looks like so many Colossus, and these Vikings are getting taken out. Good damage done, and this is working so much better than last game. Even force fielding, it looks like, I'm not sure if the Vikings are going to survive or not. They are not going to survive, and definitely had enough ground army that time to push this back. Great play from nightend using those Phoenix, and he still has quite a few left, and now even being able to snipe these medevacs since the Phoenix are so fast. And looks like there could be a small counterattack from strelock, trying to do a little bit of damage at this point, but these are going to get lifted up and taken out. Looks like they... No, I don't think any of them are going to get away. This one might. He's just running. It's like, screw this, guys. I'm out of here. So a couple missile turrets going down just to help against these Colossus if they do get too close. Continuing to make Phoenix. And I don't know if strelock can come back from this now. This planetary fortress is going to be very, very tough to break. And the problem is these Colossus outrange it. And I think that he might not have enough Phoenix. He actually does have plenty of Phoenix at this point. Too many Marauders, not enough Marines, and it looks like these Phoenix are going to take this out. And the heal going down on the planetary fortress, just trying to snipe off, and he is losing more Phoenix than he should right there. He should have pulled back a little bit, but he still has most of his Colossus. nightend working this great, taking out the planetary fortress, and I don't know what strelock can do at this point. strelock does GG. That was a great play from nightend. I've never actually seen that work. Last game was pretty much the only time I've ever seen mass Phoenix used to protect Colossus. It's a great. I need to do that. I need to practice that kind of build. That is my problem against Terran. Wouldn't be so good against Zerg and Corruptors, because Corruptors definitely don't take bonus damage like light. They're not light units. So it was a great game by nightend right there. He was behind in economy, but he definitely had the ground army this game to take the brunt of that attack, and letting his stalkers take the hits while the Colossus got all the kills. A lot of these have so many kills right now. Most of them have over 10, close to 10 at least. One doesn't have any because he might have just shown up, or he's just kind of like the runt, I guess, in the group. So these Phoenix, definitely a good build. I'm excited to see more of this kind of play from Protoss players against those Vikings, because there wasn't much of an answer for a while. If the Viking numbers got too big, Colossus became just getting Colossus became an issue. You just couldn't do it safely. except for if you had Mass Blink Stalkers, which was just countered by all Immortals. Immortals. By Marauders, excuse me. So if you like that game, please subscribe. I might look for a couple more. I might just find a few other players, cast a few more games tonight, and then I need to get back to my midterms. So I might be down for a couple days. And yeah, so if you guys liked it, subscribe. And I hope you guys did enjoy this game. It was very cool tactics to see from me, learning a little bit while I'm casting. So thanks for joining me in this cast, and I'll see you guys at the next one.